Alright, in this video we're going to remind ourselves how to measure angles using a protractor. So a protractor looks like this, and it has all the angles on the top, and then it has another set on the bottom going the other way. And it has a hole here for the center. So you put the hole on the center and you line up. If you can see this line here, I'm going to put it right on top of the bottom line here, and then we extend the line and see where it would hit the protractor. But to save us some time, they put protractors behind every one of these angles, so it's going to be way easier than actually using a regular protractor. So they have it at the center and they have the bottom lined up. So now we're just looking at this ray. And this ray, if you look, it's going 80, 90, 100. So it's in between 90 and 100. And more importantly, it's actually in between 90 and 95. It looks like it's right in front of 95, which would mean it's 94 degrees. And let's see, number 2. It's not exactly on the 90. It looks like it's right past the 90, so I'm going to say 91. And so forth. So you're going to measure these. Let's look at this one. Sometimes kids would say that it's 15 degrees, but this is an obtuse angle. So we're going to read the bottom one. This is way bigger than 90 degrees. If it were 90 degrees, it would come straight up at the 90. But it goes past the 90, so we're at 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and so forth, all the way to 165. So the best way to determine which set of numbers to look at is to really look at the angle. Is it more than 90 or is it less than 90? And then use that set of numbers. Let's look at this, number 4. This is definitely an acute angle. It's less than 90 degrees. So we're going to look at the top one because this angle is less than 90. So 50, 55, 60. So it looks like 54. And if you're a couple degrees off, it's not going to be the end of the world, but just try your best to guess the most accurate. All right. Let's go ahead and just do one more. This is an acute angle because it's very small, and so we're going to be using, this is definitely between 10 and 20 degrees, not 160 and 170 degrees. So 10, 11, 12, 13 probably. I'd say 13 degrees. And that's really what you're going to do. So you're going to practice the rest of these and the ones on the back. And it's very simple, just to remind you how to read a protractor. Next, what we're going to do is, what if the protractor isn't lined up on the bottom? Then what you have to do is you have to take the two numbers that the rays are sitting on and you subtract them. So for example, this is at 155, so I'm going to write that 155, and this one is at 45, so 40, 45, 50. So now I'm going to take 155 and I'm going to subtract 45, and I get 110. So this angle is 110 degrees. That's the answer. So 155 minus 45, 110. Let's do the next one. Okay, this is a very small angle. I'm going to guess maybe 5 degrees. That's my guess. So we're looking at 140, and it looks like 145, so yes. So 145, always put the bigger number on top and then subtract. You don't, negative degrees is not possible. In temperature it is, but not in geometry as far as angles are concerned. Okay, let's keep going. So we have 50 degrees here, and then over here we have 130, 135, 140, so 135 degrees. So 135 minus 50, and I'm guessing that's 85, but we'll make sure. And it is 85. So 85 degrees. And so this is what you're going to do on this sheet. I'm going to just do one more with you, and we can do more together if you want, if you raise your hand, and I'll come over and help you. So 65 degrees, and then this one is 40, 50, 55, 60, so 155. So we have 155 minus 65. 155 minus 65, and we get 90. Okay, so if you want to do more, just let me know and we'll do more together. Otherwise, I want you to finish out this page and then the back side. All right, let's see what's next. All right, I do think it would be beneficial for us to have at least a little bit of practice measuring real angles with a protractor. So let me see. There it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure this with the protractor. So I have to put the center and line up this. And then I really should have, I'm going to draw this out a little bit more. Let me extend my line. Okay. I extended my line. It still might not be big enough. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you got to make sure that everything is lined up here, that the line behind it is right on top of the ray here, that your hole is in the center there, and then you come up and it looks like it's 105. So 90, 100, 105, 110. This is 105 degrees. Let's do the next one. So the first thing I'm going to do is extend this ray. Okay. So I'm going to line up, I'm going to put that on the center, I'm going to line up my arrow here on top of my thing, and then I come out, it looks like it's exactly 10 degrees. And I know not to use the 170 because this is such a small angle. 10 degrees is probably right. I'm sure it's right. All right, let's do one more together, and then you can do some by yourself. Oh, I keep forgetting to extend this. You have to extend this or else you won't be able to see it, and you can't see that right now. I just have to extend this. Okay. And it looks like it's at 100 exactly. Hopefully these work out really nice for you, so that way there's no doubt you're at the right spot. I'm going to extend my ray, and now I'm going to look at it. This is an obtuse, so it's going to be more than 90. All right, looks like it's at 120. Okay, so if you have any questions, or if you forget how to use a protractor, just raise your hand and I'm here to help you. I will answer any questions that you have. But go ahead and finish this page and then the back side of the other page.